Okay, what's up everyone? Mira Crawford back, and I am doing another video, a short reel, since those seem to be much more helpful than some of the YouTube content that I put out, mainly because I think we're all really busy and we just don't have time. So today what I'm going to be sharing with you is how important public speaking is, especially as it relates to interviews. Unfortunately, this is a skill that is not taught well in our primary grade levels, K through 12, and it really takes a lot of practice and a lot of feedback for you to actually be able to present yourself, present your brand, and offer different ways that you can provide value to a business when you are doing your interview. So a couple tips that I have are to just start practicing an elevator speech to your friends and family. Ask them to make note of every single time you use an ism, such as like, so anything like that will actually make you sound, I don't want to say less intelligent, but less competent, and almost gives the interviewer or the hiring manager a sense that you're not confident in those skills. So that would be my first one. The second one is the speed of your speaking to somebody else. We often equate energy with speed, and we'll talk a lot faster when we're energetic, which typically happens during an interview because you're approaching it with energy, therefore you want to come across with energy. But instead it can come across as rambling, and you may not even realize you haven't answered the question that the interviewer has asked you just because you were talking so fast. Another tip that I have for you is to always ask for clarity. So if they ask you a question and you're not quite sure what they mean by it, there is nothing wrong with you saying, would you be able to explain that a little bit more? So let's say I say I'm in an interview, I just tripped over my own words, sorry, I'm tired, it's almost 5 o'clock, keeping it real. But let's say I'm in an interview and they were telling me that this is something that an account manager does. Now that term can mean a lot of different things in a lot of different industries. So an account manager could be like a program manager. An account manager could be someone who's doing reconciliations for a specific account. An account manager could be someone who is just doing something technical for someone. So it's really important to ask those questions, because if they're asking you, what do you think the role of the account manager will be when you are cross-functionally working with them? You need to be able to answer that, and you're not going to be able to answer that if you don't know the responsibilities of the account manager. And then my final tip for you when you're going into interviews, especially when it comes to speaking and building rapport, is to think of it just that way. Every time you're going into an interview, you are building a relationship. So I strongly recommend that you look up your interviewer on LinkedIn, look at their past, look at their history and accomplishments, where they went to school, even read some of the content that they may be engaging in, because it'll give you a better sense of who they are as a professional as well. And then of course, make sure you ask your questions at the end. There is nothing worse than when an interview is being wrapped up and they say, do you have any questions? And you say no. That to them makes it seem like you are not invested. You're not asking questions about the company. You're not asking questions about the culture. You're not asking questions about, okay, what would my 30, 60, 90 goals be? Would I be working with them with you, or would I be coming up with them on my own? What are some of the onboarding processes? What can I do now to start reading if I'm offered this role? Already right there, a very different answer than just saying, I don't have any questions. So I hope this helps, and that is my tip for today, and I hope everyone has a wonderful Thursday. We're almost at Friday, so happy Friday Eve, and I will talk to you all later. Bye.